We back. It's time once again for project thingy that we're doing, the distributed file system. Now, last time we did the load. That was a big success. You can see there at the bottom. Well, you can see a bunch of errors at the bottom actually, but yeah, oh well. In the bottom left, we have load received, and then it moves on to remove, which apparently then moves on to list, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, as you can see by all of these errors, it's not actually working out. But what we do have, it's storing correctly. As you can see, you get store complete there. It's then receiving the two files that it had. It sends the load. Where's load complete? There we go, load complete. Here. It didn't send like an app or anything. Maybe it should. I'll go check. And then it starts the remove. And obviously, remove breaks everything because we haven't done that yet. Is it meant to send something? Oh, no, apparently not. Well, that's good then. It means we're not missing anything. But there's two things that I want to do. First of all, we're going to be moving on to remove. But also, before we get to that, I want to do the timeout thing. We have these timeouts here. Do we have one for D-stores too? I feel like we do. Yeah, we've got one for D-stores too. I'm not sure what they're going to be used for, but yes, sure. Now, here is the point. Right. Here's the point. I think that it should be sending a heartbeat message to the controller, and then if the controller doesn't receive the heartbeat message, then it pretends like the D-store doesn't exist. I'm not sure if this is actually this timeout or if it's a different one. What does it say about the timeouts? The client is start the controller port to communicate with it and a timeout in milliseconds. Okay. Yeah, it just says a timeout in milliseconds. That's all it says. So, yeah, not really sure about that one. But yeah, okay, great. I'm assuming that that's used for receiving acts, maybe? I don't know. Actually. Where's it receiving the acts? It should be up here somewhere. Oh, in the D store. That's why I'm not seeing it. Here we go. Store act. Yeah, here we go. But in the actual store command, I think we have wait, maybe? The actual store command. Close up load now that we've done that. We'll close up the store app. D-store we're not bothering with right now. We'll close up load. Just trying to free up a bit of space so it's a bit more readable and all. There we go. Nice. So if we go into the actual store command, what do we have at the bottom here? I believe. There we go. Yeah, see, it sleeps for the timeout. So there we go. We use the timeout somewhere, which is good. But not as much as perhaps we should do. But yeah, it's fine. Hang on, I'm just trying to make this thing work here. It's kind of crying. Okay, but the point is we want to be using timeout in a bunch of places, hopefully, probably, I'm not sure. Certainly a D-store somewhere. Like I say, we just use it for this at the moment, but perhaps in waiting for the D-store heartbeat, we could use it. Perhaps in receiving other messages somewhere. I don't know, let me go and check in store. Is there anything appropriate that we could use it for? No, not really. The client needs to time out on everything, waiting for stuff. But the other one's not so much. Like I say, the controller waits on the D stores to send acts, But obviously I already used timeout there, so that's fine. With the loading, nothing, basically. Pretty sure. Yeah. So I think we're all good for the timeouts, actually. But what I do want to use them for is the heartbeat. So, yeah. We will do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put on some music. Yeah, it's a bit of halfway through stuff, but it's fine. It's fine. Right. Now. That should probably be capitals. There you go. Cool. What's my point? We're going to the D store. Up at the top. Yeah, see, we do this. This here. So instead of sending this once, I'm thinking we send this every, like, 15 seconds, maybe? I think there was an example that said 15 seconds, so that sounds good. Yeah, we send it once every 15 seconds. And then over in controller land, we receive the D-store thing. Where is it? Up in execute, right? Oh, we are in. Oh, here it is. Here, right? So it just adds it to the list. What I do is I check if it's in the list already. Right. If it is, we do one thing, and if it's not, we do another, and yeah. I don't think we're actually going to be using the timeout variable for this, because it's going to need to be a lot longer. Right. The timeout variable is probably going to be like a couple of seconds tops, looking at the client especially, something like that. I think the example we've been using so far is 100 milliseconds, so yeah, there you go. Whereas if we're only sending the message once every 15 seconds, this timeout is going to need to be a lot longer. So, yeah, that's fine. How many milliseconds in a second is it? It's 1,000, right? I mean, that's how maths works. But I don't think that's how watches work. Watches only show those extra 2 digits, don't they? I'm actually going to look it up, just because watches confuse me. Milliseconds to seconds, it's going to be... Yeah, it is 1,000. See, that's the maths way. What is faster, 1 millisecond or 100 milliseconds? Oh boy, if I Google a dumb question, dumb things come up, I'm surprised. It was a dumb question. But like I say, watches only have 2 digits on them. Look, let me Google clock. I need to prove myself now, don't I? Where's show milliseconds on here? It's definitely somewhere. No? This doesn't show milliseconds. Okay. If I just Google clock. What about this? Is this going to show milliseconds? No. But I want with milliseconds. Yeah, a clock with milliseconds. Huh? Here we go. Look, this only shows 1. You can't see it. Look at that, that only shows 1 digit. Unbelievable. And then most things I see show 2 digits, right? Is that not just how to confuse everyone? They should show 3. Right? As this is going up in hundreds of milliseconds then, isn't it? It's just not acceptable, is it? Websites need to sort out their clocks. Anyway. Moving on from that, let's go to here. So we're going to start a thread here, I think, is the point. Start a thread here. We'll do it the same as here. New thread. New runnable. I won't do the autocomplete because I want to make sure it's the same thing. Public void run. We have code in there. And then we close that up and we have the dot start at the end. Right, there we go. So I'm going to put that in there. What's wrong with it? It should be right here. Oh, look, because it's not this, it's the thing above this, it's this. Yeah. How's that going to work then? How do you... I can't remember how you reference the outer class. Reference the outer class. What is it? A dot this. Okay, we can try that. dstore dot this. Is that gonna work? Looks like it. dstore dot this dot. Yeah, that's got stuff. Okay, cool. Looks good. There we go then, so that should work. And then what I want is the sleep. Oh, can I remember what it was without having to check? No, I can't. I did use it before though, didn't I? Currently not here. It was probably in the controller, to be fair. Sleep. Here you go. Thread.sleep this.timeout. Yeah, there you go. Perfect. Put that there, but instead of using this.timeout, we're going to use a standard amount, which is going to be 15 seconds. Right? What's wrong? Try cache? Oh, interrupted exception. Great. Cool. Sure. Okay. Okay. But yes, right. So... yeah, this should be sending it every time now. So over here, where we're accepting it, which is here? No, this is store 2. Yeah, this is the store command. Go away. This isn't what we want. dstore. Here we go. Okay. So first we're going to check if this dot... oh wait, I'm going to need brackets. This dot dstores dot contains... What is this dot dstores? It's just an array list, right? Yeah. Okay, nice. So, command 1. Ooh, I know what we should do. We should change it from being an array list so they've all got timeouts. Maybe? How can I check if it receives a signal every time? Not really sure. I feel like if we have this as a hash map instead, we have a time here, and then just every, like, second, we knock down the time by 1, and then if it reaches 0... Now, it seems like a whole big old waste of processing power, but, on the other hand, might work. So, let's go for it. Make this a hash map. Integer, we'll just do it by seconds. Just do it by seconds, you know, it's fine. Okay. Right, yeah, we can no longer check contains like that. What have we got then? Contains key, that'll do. Command... so this is... if the dstore already exists. Then we can put an else here. If it's a new dstore. There we go. Wait. What do I want then? Put. But we are also going to want to put 15. Right? Do you see what I'm getting at? So that sets the timer to 50, wait, no, it can't be 15. We're going to want it to be like 30 or something, because it's only sending once every 15 seconds. So then if it doesn't receive it for that long, you know, something's gone wrong at that point, you know. It should have sent it almost twice by that point, so, you know, we've got a bit of a problem on our hands if it hasn't received it by then. I think that's the point there. Okay. Now, as I expected, we have errors somewhere. Here we go. Oh yeah, because this is meant to be a hash map. There you go. Are we fixed now? Everything working? I mean, apparently not. But where are the errors at, huh? I don't know, it doesn't say where the errors are. I'm gonna have to actually, like, expand all of this out to find them, aren't I? There we go. Can't shuffle a hash map. Didn't think about that. Yeah. Are hash maps ordered? That's something I need to know. Java hash maps order. There is no ordering or keys or values. Damn it. Get random. Oh no, but I want to get like the first one and then remove it. Oh dear, this suddenly complicates things, doesn't it? Maybe I should use a different list of D-stores for this. Which is really stupid. Wait, why am I using D-stores for this anyway, actually? Because what this is doing, yeah, get a random D-store. Oh wait, where to store the... Oh damn. Yeah, I find maybe I should just use an array list and a hash map to store the timeouts somewhere else. Nah, that doesn't make sense anyway though. Oh, damn it. Yeah, this suddenly does complicate things. Let me try and think of a solution to this, I'll get back to you. Okay, so I had a bit of a think about it and I basically decided the easiest way to do it is the stupidest way to do it, which is to add in another list. So we now have the D-stores, which is just the regular one, and D-stores timer, which takes the D-stores and timer. Because the problem is with this about the whole getting the first element and the random stuff and all that. So the advantage of this means that load is exactly the same, actually. And because we were using like our third list to store possible D-stores, which goes into a temp variable to remove it, this actually works out really nicely because this means that it's not affected, actually. The D-stores that the current file is trying to check is not affected by, well, you know, anything really. So that's nice. That's nice. It means that this whole timer thing is not going to interrupt it. Now you may think, oh, that's a problem though, because what if the D-store goes offline? Then this is still going to have a reference to it. Well, first of all, we could always just remove that later. But secondly, actually, it sorts itself out. Because once this tries to check the D-store that doesn't exist, it will just not be able to connect and then remove it from the index. So it will actually do it itself, which is super nice. The only thing that I'm wondering now is in the store operation, I realise, does this actually work? Because does it actually send an app? Once controller receives all apps. Oh wait, that's with the store, I mean the load. D-store to client. File content. Yeah, the controller doesn't actually know when the load was successful. So this possible destores thing is just gonna stay there. Which is not great, because then if they keep requesting the same file over and over again, they're gonna start to get the error load thingies. So, what I'm thinking of doing, because basically this .possible destores, we don't ever remove from this itself. We replace the tried destore, right? We remove the tried destore, so you will eventually get down to a point where the whole list is empty, you have error load, but that's never replaced, right? Because obviously when we get the original load from here, if the client has tried to receive the file before, right? If not, then it adds it in up here, I believe. Where does it actually add it in? Ah, here it is. Here it is. There you go. That's where it puts it in. So that is if this exists. But here's the problem, right? If we get to the error file does not exist thing, and then it tries to request a file again, maybe a different file even, the port's still going to be there. And it's just going to be an empty list, and it's just going to do this. So what we need to do in here... no, in here... we do that, and then we do this dot possible destores dot remove port. So that means even if it keeps requesting different files, it eventually will get an error load and we will be sad. But then at that point, it will remove the port from existence. And it can try again. And if it tries again, it'll work. So it's a pretty bad solution because it means every now and again, if you request a bunch of files too close together, it will totally just error at some point. Just randomly. But it will also sort itself out assuming you request it again, so yeah. There you go. Anyway, now that we've got that sorted, we can close up load, go back to dstore. So we have this. If it's a new dstore, add the dstore to the list. We add it to the list, we add it to the timer with 30, and we add it to a reference. If the dstore already exists, then all we need to do is this dot dstore's timer dot replace. We get the key and we put it at 30. Right? So now it's going to be repeatedly putting all of them back up as soon as it receives the message. So now what we need to do is move the timers down. So I'll put this in 1, I guess. No, I'm not going to put it in 1. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to start a new thread. Again, another one. We don't have enough already. So we're going to have a thread there. Yeah, it's going to do that. And then it's going to, like, do that. And that. And that. There we go. And then what we're going to do, while through, for int I 0. That's not even nearly the right word. This dot dstores. Oh wait, I need the class above. So we got controller dot this dot dstores timer.
Way to relax,
right?
Find peace, but your calm meditation guide stops when the screen locks. Get YouTube Premium, background, ad-free, and
length,
offline play.
size. There we go.
Unwind, uninterrupted.
And then we have I++.
Free for 1 month.
And then what we're going to do is we're just going to say controller dot this dot dstores timer dot replace. Static context. Huh? We're static? Oh yeah, I guess we are. Maybe we should put it in run this. Okay, sure, we can do that. Here you go. Oh, that'll work. What I'm also going to need to get... Whoa, not that. But sure. Use timer. Hot. Get. I. Wait, this is going to be an integer. Time. That. Replace I. No, replace, so we want the actual key. That with time -1. Huh? I think. Wow. Controller.this.dstr_timer.replace controller.this.dstr_timer get time -1. Wow. That's very fun. Let me just print screen that. Then what we need to check is if it is now 0. Get I. Wait, no, it's not even get I, because get I... That's not how that works, is it? Wait, hang on, I'm getting myself confused. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Hang on, let me just sort this out. Okay, so I've done a bit of fiddling. I forgot how to do loops well, apparently. Yeah, I know this has been a thing, we've been using I the entire time for everything, but it just kind of worked, you know. But obviously it was going to not work for a map because they're not ordered. So yeah, I checked how to actually do loops, and yeah, we now have this. So this is just iterating through all the keys in the hash map. It gets the time, and then replaces the time with -1 of itself every second. Currently printing it out so you can see we've got the 2 D stores. I put them a few seconds apart. As you can see, once it gets down to about 15, it receives a message and pumps it back up to 29 again. This is because the D stores, remember, are sending this every 15 seconds. Mine though, they actually weren't. I forgot to put the while true in here, so they actually only sent it once. So we had a bit of a hiccup there, where the D stores weren't actually sending the message in. But yes, I've put the while true in now. So it's sending this message every 15 seconds and updating the controller. So now what I need to do is here, instead of just printing out the time, as we see that is now working, what I need to do is put an if here. If the time is less than 1, then we need to remove the D store from existence. So, controller.this.D stores timer dot remove key. First, we'll remove it from there. We also need to remove it from the regular list of D stores. There we go. Oh dear, what am I doing? Controller, and we also need to remove it from the D stores reference. So reference, there it is, which just goes from integer to integer. I am hoping that the actual one is the first one. What's wrong with this? Method cool. Oh, I didn't actually put the remove. There we go. There we go. Nice. Yeah, the dstore reference. I need to go check where that actually is. Yeah, we put port and then... Yeah, then we put like the fake port. Or is this... No, it's the other way round. Damn it. Okay, so we're going to need to remove it by... Oh dear. Map, remove by value. Yeah, that's what we want. Entry by value. Simple method. It'll use iteration internally. There's no way around that. Yeah, sure. Okay. So what we do dot values. What? No, that's not what I said. Dot values. Dot remove. There you go. And that should work. Okay, nice. So hopefully that's removing from all of these. Now remember, we do have as well, one thing you could say what we've forgotten is the pos dstores. But like I mentioned, that will remove itself naturally as the client tries to check it. So I'm actually not going to remove it from there. That'll sort itself out. So that should be everything. So it's basically just deleting the dstore from existence. Now, are we going to need to rebalance at this point? I'm not sure you can, because the files just dip, basically, don't they? Let me check on the instructions. It says about losing the connection somewhere. As dstores may fail and be restarted, and new dstores can during the dstore at one time, rebalance operations are required to make sure each file is replicated R times. Oh yeah, because it's replicated anyway, of course. The files are all replicated. So even if the dstore goes down, it will be somewhere else. So there you go. We should be able to do controller... No? Can we just run rebalance then? What did I actually call it? What's the thing called? Yeah, rebalance. Can we just call rebalance from here? We totally can. Fantastic. So there you go. We'll rebalance after the dstore goes down, which is great. Now, while we're at it, this has, in our mess of variables up here, time is now being used. Rebalance period is still not being used. So this is our next goal, I think. We could do this even in the same thread, maybe? Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. What I could perhaps do, actually, do you think I can sneak it in here? Can we put stuff here? Private... rebalance timer. Integer. Is that gonna work? Oh, that works. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. I'll set it equal to 0. Yeah, that works. Okay. Cool. So now this is ticking up every second, right? So what I will also then do here is rebalance timer. We want this dot rebalance timer, don't we? This dot rebalance timer plus plus, right? And then what we say, if this dot rebalance timer, oh yeah, we're going to want brackets here, just because, is more than or equal to controller dot, oh dear, this dot rebalance period, then rebalance and this dot rebalance timer is set back to 0 again. Let's comment all of this. The rebalance timer. If the rebalance timer is reached, then reset timer and rebalance the self-explanatory. Right, so what are we doing here then? For each D-store, get the time left until disconnect. Reduce the time by 1 if the time has reached 0. Remove the D-store. Actually, I won't comment that. It's fine. 30 seconds. Planetary, isn't it? Okay. Cool. That's good. So now what I also need to do though is edit the run configuration. That's not what I meant. Edit the run configuration. Here we go. And just check with the controller what. Yeah, see, the rebalance timer is currently that. Let's have it as 10,000 maybe. Having every 10 seconds. Oh, we could even have it a bit longer, every 100 seconds. Yeah, that works. Cool. Oh yeah, this is in milliseconds. Oh yeah, good point. This is in milliseconds, isn't it? Just go check. Rebalance period. How long to wait in milliseconds? Yes. Right. So the rebalance timer does not go up 1. Goes up 1,000. Okay. There you go. Because 1,000 milliseconds have passed since it's doing the time sleep of 1,000. Could update it every millisecond. That would be a big waste of time. Right. Anyway. That's some pretty good stuff. Now, this hasn't been going on all too long, really, but it's been going along enough that I think we could call it a video. And we have, of course, got to start load next, I believe. I think we've done all of the minor housework that I was planning on doing. If we come and have a look at the instructions quickly, we're now using the timeout and the rebalance period and the timeout. We're using those, which we weren't before, so that's good. This is all fine still. The load is all fine still, so that's great. Yeah, it's mostly just this these timeouts and rebalances that we've sorted now. Obviously, rebalance at the moment not doing anything, but that's another matter, really, isn't it? So, yes, should be good. And supposedly it will be disconnecting from the D stores when the D stores, you know, forget to exist. If I just rerun this, it probably will stop printing, so just do that here. There you go, we've got open on port. I believe I removed all the prints. Yeah, there we go. But the timers are still ticking down and up. We just can no longer see it, which is nice anyway, because I'm pretty sure that that is working. This rebalance timer should be happening periodically. Yeah, and it's just receiving those signals from the D stores, reminding it that they exist. So, yes, good stuff. Since that song has now just finished, it's a good time to stop the video, I think. So yeah, next time we'll get on with loading. Not loading. Removing. That's right. I kept saying loading. I bet I said it a bunch, didn't I? Sorry. Removing is next time. Anyway. Bye!